Hi, welcome to the Rise and Ride show. This is the space for horse riders who have lost their confidence but are ready to find their joy again. If you've ever felt nervous or doubted yourself in the saddle, you're not alone. We've all been there, including me. This is your place to feel safe and supported. Each week we explore simple, practical tips for rebuilding your confidence and reconnecting with your horse. I'm Katie. I'm from Align and Advance, and I'm really glad you're here. So, welcome back to the podcast and YouTube series. This week we are going to be talking about what confidence really looks like, and the fact that it's just not the same for everybody. We see it a lot with riders that are like in all different levels, little dips in their confidence, and everybody thinks that they're the only one at that level who's feeling like that, and that's just not the case. It happens to everybody at all levels of riding, and it can happen at any point, and it can happen from something big happening like a fall or an accident, to something where it wasn't even something that happened to you. It can be something that happened to a friend or someone that you knew, and that can really shake you by seeing it happen to somebody else. So the moment the confidence takes a dip can be different, as well as like why. So confidence with riders looks different to everyone, because sometimes we see the riding that we see on Instagram, online, on television and things like that it's usually up there riding. I've been riding for a lot of years. I am not up there at all, not at all. I consider myself a confident rider, and a fairly confident person, and then when my confidence took a dip, that's what really knocked me off my perch, because I'd kind of like identified with that label all my life and all my like riding life, but I'm definitely not like a top level rider one bit at all. But it's really, really difficult when you're seeing other riders like on socials, on the television, or even like other competitions, or like on your yard, having really like fabulous lessons or training sessions, and you are not in the same place. It can be really, really hard. So if you're constantly comparing your riding journey to someone else's, you're probably missing just how far you've come, and how good you are, really. So what people think confidence is, a lot of people that are not in the riding world, or a lot of people that are feeling bad about themselves, often think like confidence is like jumping big fences, riding young and spooky horses, looking fearless, or just being generally brave. But bravery and confidence, I think I did another podcast on this, so have a little look at that. Bravery and confidence aren't the same thing. So we often think confidence looks like a bold rider, the one like jumping the moon, galloping across the field, sitting on anything that like, really sharp horses, horses that have got behavioural problems and are generally a little bit nutty, but confidence, like, it isn't always loud. It doesn't always have to be the person out there going full throttle. Sometimes it can actually be really, really quiet, and it's quite a difficult thing to stay on your own kind of confidence journey. So what does it actually look like? It's very personal and it's very situational. So it can be getting back on after a fall. That's a really, really big one. It can be hacking alone for the first time. It can be saying no to something that doesn't feel right and doesn't align with what you want to do with your horse. And it can be deciding to walk instead of trot, or trot instead of canter at a certain moment. And it can also be asking for help, because that is a big one, and one that sometimes we're not very good at doing. And that's one that I didn't do when it became a problem for me. So it could be getting back on after a wobble. So it might look like saying, okay, right, I'm gonna face the hurdle of getting back on today, but I'm not gonna run straight into the things that we were doing. So whatever level you were at, it could be okay, but so I'm getting back on, but I'm not expecting myself to do this normal 40-minute session that I would usually do. I'm just going to get on and see how each moment feels for me. The hacking out alone part, it could just be, I haven't done that for a long time, or last time I did do that, we had a bad experience. So it could just be taking that little step, then breaking those little steps down into smaller steps. So the hacking out alone. So, all right, I felt nervous about hacking out alone because of the bad experience that I had last time. So I would normally go on a good hour and a half hack. I'm going to come out, I'm going to do a little lap of the woods for 30 minutes, and I'm going to come back. And if you feel okay with that, then that's what you need to do. If you need to break it down even more, fine, not a problem. Break it down as much as feels easy at first, because if you can make things feel really easy for a while, it will really help you to then build it up to make things feel good. So if every single time you get on your horse it doesn't feel good, that's the feeling that will become ingrained in your mind, of the fact that horse riding equals tension, equals worry, equals it doesn't feel good. If you give yourself a couple of months of, okay, every time I get on, we do something good, I feel like I've achieved something, I feel like I've met this goal. Set your goals really, really low. I feel like I've met this goal, I have achieved what I wanted to do and more. You are much more likely, from a mindset perspective, to continue on that journey and to continue improving your riding and your mindset and eradicating those nerves. So yeah, just break it right down. So confidence is doing what feels safe for you, not what looks impressive to everyone else. So the comparison trap is huge. So social media highlights, they're great, aren't they? Because you're just looking at everyone else's best bits all the time. If you really kind of thought about the reality of these things, it kind of takes the shine off it a little bit, which is good. So you can't go comparing your kind of journey to theirs, because theirs might be their chapter 20 and yours might be your chapter 2. So if you're just starting out, or if you're just starting out in a certain discipline, or if you've had a knock that could have knocked your chapters back a little bit, and that person may have been working on stuff for a long time, so try not to compare like I said, your chapter 2 to their chapter 20. Yeah, it's really, really hard. You don't know their journey. You don't know their horse. You don't know what they've worked through to get there. And and their version of confident doesn't have to be yours at all. Like, your journey is your own and their journey is their own. You don't know kind of what support they have put in place to get them to that point. But yeah, it's really important to kind of almost be blinkered to things like that and just kind of say, well, okay, that's really, really lovely for them that they're in this place, and that's really special, and congratulations, but I'm here and I'm going to make my own little bit of progress. So redefining how confidence looks for you. So ask yourself, what would confidence look like for me this week? Like, personally on my journey, if I achieved one thing, what would I really love to achieve this week, and what would make me feel really, really good? And set yourself one small achievable goal. Like I said, bring the goals back a little bit. I know that eventually we're going to want to push forward, but when you're on the beginning of this confidence journey, you do have to take it right back, because then you can just start rewiring your neural pathways and just sort of start afresh, really. So instead of asking like why you're not as confident as other people, try asking like, what would your confidence look like for me on my personal journey, not for them or anybody else. So it might be like just mounting, it might just be getting on, and that's that. Getting on, walking a 10-meter circle, getting off, that's fine. It might just be riding for 10 minutes. It might just be feeling calm around your horse again. It might just be putting in place a really nice routine. It might just be, like I said, a short hack. It might just be lowering the jumps slightly, so that you just feel ultra confident going over them. It all counts. Everything you do counts. It really does. So if you take anything away from this, just let it be that confidence isn't a look, it's not a level, and it's a feeling, and it's your feeling. It's nobody else's. And it's allowed to be different for absolutely everybody. So if you just really concentrate on stopping comparing yourself to others and recognizing your own progress, then it will make you feel a lot better. And I guarantee you're doing better than you think you are. Everybody always is. But I'm going to go on about tracking your rides again. I'm sorry, I do it all the time. But if you write down your goal and your plan to get there, and then you write down your rides for your week, month, 6 weeks, however long your plan, as however long you've set out your plan for, and you track those rides, and you write down how you felt every time, then you can look back over that and feel a real sense of achievement, and that will really solidify the fact that this is your journey. I will put a link to my confidence routine and tracker in the bio of this, in the show notes of this. And it is, if you can plan and track, then your journey will be there on paper as yours. And it is, if you see anything that really triggers, that's a modern word, isn't it? Triggers. If that really triggers you, though, that on social media, try and avoid it for a while. Just unfollow that person, or I don't know, I'm not very good at social media. Are there settings where you can not see content from certain people just for a while? If you just try and avoid that for a little while, just while you're really focusing on your path, then that would be really helpful. So yeah, I would really love to hear from you if you feel like this is a problem that you have, or if you want to chat about your journey and kind of the first steps to taking it, then you're absolutely more than welcome to contact me. You can DM me over on Instagram. It's align.and.advance. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much for listening or watching, and I will speak to you next week. Take care. Bye.